Beyonce has been hired by Meghan to mouth off about their text message exchanges. The videographer for the Sussexes claims the cast and crew always stuck to their scripts. The phrase "Hello friends" means just that. Greetings, and thank you for tuning in to Royal Family News Update, where we will be covering the latest developments regarding the royal couple most infamous for their hypocrisy, Harry and Meghan Markle. Beyonce texted Meghan Markle after the Oprah interview to tell her how much she admired Markle's courage. The Duchess of Sussex read aloud a text message she received from the pop star in exclusive behind-the-scenes footage from new episodes of the horrifying Netflix docuseries. Queen Bey claimed in an essay that Meghan was ordained to shatter generational curses. Meghan said that Beyonce just sent her a text message. "To this day, I can't believe she remembers me. As for me," Meghan said, "it's fine. She told me she hoped I would feel safe and protected, that she admired and respected my courage, and that she thought I had been selected to break generational curses that needed to be cured. I love how you put that. As a comeback," Harry said. The crowd had an odd vibe here. Beyonce sent a text to Meghan, giving her the Duchess' phone number. She said, "I didn't know she knew who I was," which is a strange enough statement, but she omitted, "I gave her my mobile number." The claims Meghan made don't line up with the facts unless she just gives out her phone number to anyone. Someone from the crew told Meghan that folks in San Antonio were celebrating her marriage with street parties, comparing it to Nelson Mandela's release, while her lapdog was busy trying to drum up voiceover work for you at the Disney premiere. It's likely that, while drafting the lie she told about a South African actor who informed her there was dancing in the streets over her wedding, Meghan bugged Beyonce at the Lion King premiere until she put her number into her phone. A South African actor who claims he has never even heard of her, much less met her or told her this. With the exception of one immediate family member, all of the guests for Markle's wedding were people she knew through her professional and personal networks. Many of them had never met Markle before the ceremony. After her appearance on Oprah, you can bet your bottom dollar that she was busy expanding her network in some way, shape, or form. It's no surprise that Meghan is overjoyed by Beyoncé's encouraging texts to her. "She tells me she wants me to have a sense of security. She thinks I was chosen to break generational curses that need to be healed, and she admires and respects my bravery and vulnerability," Meghan says, nodding in accord. It's fantastic that cameras were rolling once more to catch an unplanned endorsement from a famous person. While Meghan takes center stage throughout this 6-part misery memoir, Harry sits by her side like a ruffled coconut, his sponge face aglow with love for his wife but unperturbed by any profound reflection. This is the journey that the Sussex family must take together. It's too late to turn back now, even though the unfolding drama on planet Sussex is unlike anything on Earth. Her response to the Beyonce text reveals how much a social climber she really is. She obviously values social standing and mingling with Hollywood A-listers more than she values her own family and in-laws. They will get very lonely as they become older. Over the course of the series' 6 hours, viewers have been swept along on a tide of Harry and Meghan's unending misery. A sugar rush of turbo tantrums culminating in a funk of pout. Unfortunately, after taking it all in, I felt more uneasy than enlightened due to the foul gravy of their endless meat. Neither of them has the guts or self-awareness to recognize how lucky they are, to risk a gentle touch, or to admit that they, too, have made mistakes in the past. In contrast, blame is being thrown around like a bottle of discount cologne in light of recent events, with numerous scores being settled and tempers remaining high. Like a recalcitrant apple being prepared for a crumble, Meghan tears early on. "My entire center was rocked to its core." Even though she and Harry continue to wonder why they angered so many people, this is exactly how she envisioned her life as a princess. They cruelly beg for your compassion, but it's still not apparent why they fled the oppression of royal power for Montecito's backyard henhouses. Unfortunately, it appears that a lack of positive media exposure is the source of all evil. Critique was seen as hatred by the duo both then and now, and even valid criticism was seen as hostility. They also convinced themselves that their charm was superior to that of the other members of the royal family, leading them to believe that their peers were jealous of them. True, every opportunity is taken to honor their special qualities. During her wedding speech, Meghan gushed about her and Harry's relationship, even referring to them in the third person. Given that she had a copy of the statement on her phone, she dutifully read it out loud for the cameras. She predicted that they would have more adventures together than any other couple could have in the areas of love, gardening, travel, and laughter. As the tides rose, they grew even closer. I, too, am building up something, though it is not loyalty points but rather my gorge. Not even Sandringham summit is safe from the storm. Harry claimed to be terrified after a Megxit argument with his father and sibling, during which his dumb old grandmother did nothing. However, he reminded us last week that he fought in 2 conflicts as a young prince. Are we to believe that in the new Game of Thrones, he genuinely feared that we are very much not a racist family and the smiter of fountain pens, Prince William and King Charles? This emotional shaping of events to serve the Sussexes' purposes is an ongoing spectacle. Meghan goes so far as to say that the tabloids casually incite hostility due to boredom. A tearful scene ensued, and she shouted out, "Are my babies safe?" with trembling lips, as if she were in a Hallmark movie. To back up their worries, the screen displayed a montage of rubbish, including angry tweets from the mentally ill, violent headlines from Australian and American supermarket magazines, and in-depth reporting from the British media. This is the normal situation that all famous people find themselves in the harsh world of modern communication. However, rather than using it as a means of transportation, the Sussex family grew obsessed with it and eventually lost their minds. They decided to take action because they felt they were unjustly treated and deserved better. Finalizing their decision to leave the UK, Harry and Meghan said they wanted to be their authentic selves in everyday life. To think that this well-liked Netflix show is so far removed from reality is ironic in and of itself. They have their own in-house film crew, thus they hardly ever have downtime. As video and stills from their personal library fill in the gaps, it becomes clear that they were never trying to hide from the public eye, but rather to control their public identity. We have a meta moment when we see them watching their Oprah interview. Finally, they share a passionate kiss while embracing each other on the couch, perhaps to celebrate their success. They are shown in close-up on camera when they are under therapy and are seen sobbing. Who in their right mind would do something like that? Someone who makes you feel sorry for them. In the grand scheme of the story, Meghan and Harry's success in the United States depends on their ability to portray themselves as royal victims. According to the Hollywood A-listers suffering in the Biodome, the only thing that sets them apart is their claimed anguish, which they must cling to at all costs. Do you think Meghan's lies are terrible? Leave a comment and tell us what you think. To that end, we offer this video as a resource. If you enjoy it, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with your friends. If you enjoyed this newsletter, stay tuned for more. Goodbye.